Hi everyone,
This is Zaid speaking to you,
and I hope with all my heart
that every single viewer is doing well, safe, healthy, and filled with curiosity. Today we dive into one of the most fascinating questions that humanity has ever asked.
where are the aliens?
This mystery is famously called the Fermi Paradox. The story begins in 1950, inside a cafeteria at Los Alamos Laboratory, where famous physicist Enrico Fermi was chatting with his colleagues. The group was discussing UFO reports, the possibilities of space travel, and the vastness of the cosmos. Suddenly Fermi asked a simple question that changed the way we think about the universe. Where is everybody? His question wasn't casual. It carried a sharp scientific point. If our universe contains billions of stars, and if many of those stars have planets that could support life, then logically, some intelligent civilization should already exist. They should have developed technology, possibly even interstellar travel,
Long before us.
but if that is true, why don't we see any signs of them?
No radio signals,
No megastructures.
no visitors, nothing at all.
This is the paradox. The universe is unimaginably large. It is older than 4 billion years. Galaxies contain hundreds of billions of stars. Statistically, it seems nearly impossible that we are the only advanced beings. And yet, so far,
Every search we've done has come up empty.
some scientists believe that the paradox is not about absence, but about timing. Civilizations may appear and vanish in different eras, just like species on Earth. Others say we may not be looking in the right way or with the right tools. But before we move to our today, I want to say this clearly. This channel is user-friendly, no offensive content.
No misinformation.
We explain things with respect, curiosity, and authenticity. When Enrico Fermi raised his question, scientists realized they needed to measure the odds.
Of intelligent life.
This led to something extraordinary. The Drake equation, created in 1961 by Frank Drake. The equation tried to estimate how many civilizations in our galaxy might be able to communicate with us. It uses factors like the rate of star formation, the number of planets per star, how many planets could host life, how often life develops, and how often it grows intelligent. Even if we take cautious numbers, the equation often suggests that there should be not one or two, but thousands of civilizations somewhere in the Milky Way, and yet the skies remain silent. This silence makes the paradox stronger.
Because if there are thousands, why don't we detect them?
Why don't they detect us? Some answers focus on distance. The galaxy is huge, over 100,000 light years across. Radio signals may simply not have had enough time to travel from one end to the other. Our own radio broadcasts
Have only been spreading.
for about 100 years. That is tiny compared to the age of the universe. Another answer looks at time windows. Civilizations may rise and fall.
Like waves.
If one appeared millions of years ago and vanished before us,
We would never know.
we might also be too early or too late to cross paths.
Then there is the idea, called the Great Filter.
This suggests that life has to pass through a series of difficult stages to become intelligent and advanced. Perhaps one of those stages is so unlikely.
That very few worlds succeed.
For example, simple single-celled life is common, but the jump to complex multicellular life might be extremely rare. Or maybe the filter lies ahead of us. Civilizations may reach a certain level, develop powerful technologies, and then self-destruct before they can expand far. That would explain the silence. Because most civilizations don't survive long enough to become interstellar. When we look up at the night sky, filled with billions of stars, the paradox continues to whisper. If life is everywhere, why haven't we seen it yet? Some scientists believe that the silence of the cosmos does not mean that life is absent. Instead, they suggest that advanced civilizations might actually be hiding. This is called the zoo hypothesis. It imagines that aliens know about us, but they avoid making contact, just as humans avoid interfering too much with animals in a protected reserve. They might be watching, waiting for us to reach a certain level of maturity before they reveal themselves. Another idea says that communication itself
Is more complex than we think.
we expect radio signals because that is how we communicate. But an older, wiser civilization might use technologies that we cannot even imagine. Their signals could be everywhere. But to us,
They look like background noise.
some researchers also ask, what if life is common, but intelligent life is extremely rare? Think about Earth. Our planet has been around for 4.5 billion years, but humans with advanced tools have only existed for a few 100,000 years. That is less than a blink in cosmic time. So maybe most planets stay at the stage of bacteria, plants or simple animals,
Never reaching intelligence.
and then comes one of the most daring ideas, the simulation hypothesis. What if we don't see aliens?
Because our universe itself
Is a kind of simulation, programmed with limits. In this theory, we only see what the program allows, and perhaps other civilizations are outside the boundary.
of what can be shown to us.
This is highly speculative, but it fascinates many thinkers because it explains,
Not only the silence of the stars,
but also some of the mysteries of physics. There is also a possibility called the dark forest theory, inspired by science fiction, but taken seriously by some experts. It suggests that the universe is like a dark forest. Every civilization is like a hunter, hiding quietly, because revealing your presence could bring danger. If one shouts into the darkness
another might destroy it.
to protect itself,
In such a universe,
silence would not be strange, it would be survival. These ideas may sound imaginative, but they all try to explain
one uncomfortable truth.
the universe seems full of potential, yet silent in reality. Despite all the theories, scientists are not giving up. The search for extraterrestrial life
Is more active today.
than ever before. One of the main projects is SETI, the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Powerful radio telescopes are constantly scanning the skies, listening for unusual signals. So far, nothing confirmed has been found, but the search continues. Another frontier is the study of exoplanets. In the last 2 decades,
Astronomers have discovered
thousands of planets.
outside our solar system.
Some of them lie in the habitable zone, the region around a star where liquid water could exist. Finding Earth-like worlds gives us hope that life might be more common than we once believed. We also look closer to home.
On Mars,
Scientists search for evidence of ancient microbial life. In the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn, like Europa and Enceladus, there are oceans hidden beneath ice crusts. These could be prime locations where life might exist today, protected from harsh space radiation. Meanwhile, new ideas keep emerging. Could strange astronomical observations, such as unusual dimming of stars, be signs of alien megastructures? Most turn out to have natural explanations, but the fact that scientists even consider them shows how open the search has become. The Fermi Paradox remains one of the greatest puzzles. Are we truly alone? Are we too early, too late, or simply not looking in the right way? The mystery continues to inspire both scientists and dreamers. It challenges us to think beyond Earth, to imagine possibilities that stretch across galaxies. What we know for sure is that the question of life beyond Earth is no longer science fiction. It is one of the central quests of science itself. Whether the answer arrives tomorrow or centuries from now, the search defines humanity's place in the universe. All the information we provide comes from verified historical sources, including books, records, and archaeology. Sources include Enrico Fermi's discussion at Los Alamos 1950, recorded in Scientific Memoirs, Frank Drake's original presentation of the Drake equation 1961, publications from NASA Astrobiology Institute, peer-reviewed research from journals like Astrobiology, and monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society, data archives from SETI Institute, and exoplanet discoveries catalogued by NASA, Kepler, and TESS missions. So if you found this exploration valuable, please like, share,
And subscribe to our channel.
Thrones of Knowledge. Don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified on time. And in the comment section, let us know which topic,
You'd like us to explore next.
because your ideas help us make this journey the best experience for everyone